Alright, alright. Alright, alright. Alright, and alright. Yeah? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grill live stream. I'm Tony, aka Tonyko, and we have a special guest. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. The name is Bell, and it's a pleasure to be here as always. Thank you for having me, Tony Bruh.
Oh, you're welcome, bruh. It's always a pleasure, you know what I'm saying? Always a pleasure, always a pleasure. And, bruh, I forgot to say, Tonyko got a little upgrade, just to let you bruhs know. Tonyko is the girl you're looking at right now. This is the anime VTube girl right here. She could, clap, or wave, actually, right now. Which I was like, what, you know? I got.
Oh, I see. She also got herself a new outfit.
I could cheat. I have. Yeah. I mean, I gotta buy her a new outfit. I'm saying. So, goddamn. But later I will do that. So anyway, Tonyko got an upgrade, and yeah. How you been, Bill? How you been?
I've been pretty good. You know, I got myself a new audio interface, the SSL2.
You?
And oh my god, it sounds amazing. Hell, I'm listening to it on stream. My god, the quality is smooth.
I know, dude. I feel it. Oh man, interface is very important, man. Holy shit. In my opinion, so my lord. And bruh, are you ready for today's game?
Oh hell yeah, bruh.
Hell yeah. Alright, so bros out there who do not know what we're playing an Otome game that I saw like 3 weeks ago. I think it recently released. Yeah, like on May 1st-ish or something, or maybe end of April. I do not know the exact time. And we're playing a game called Ephemeral Light. Overture. Yeah.
Dude, you pronounced that correctly. Bravo.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I usually butcher it, but thank you. So, you know, let me explain this a little. So apparently, just to let you bros know, this is still a pre-alpha state, you know what I'm saying? So there will be, in other words, demo, right? So there will be a grammar mistake, incoherence, or like sleep-deprived creator, goddamn, and missing scenes and such. So the creator says don't expect way too much on it. But you know what? I have extremely high expectation of this because of the freaking images I see right now on itch.io. And oh my god, it looks great. It looks fucking fabulous. I don't know what the hell the creator's talking about. So let me get to synopsis. Or in fact, do you wanna read it, Belle? Hold on.
Nah, by all means, you go right ahead.
Gotcha. So the story follows Leone, right? The grand oracle of the Church of Heliath, after she got kidnapped by the pirate prince in order to find the treasure of her god. You have two paths to follow, land or sea. Each path has respected love interests, and you can also choose to not romance. Interesting.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and it's saying I do not know what the demo includes. I just know a lot is missing. You also check out the character profiles, and I've been checking some character profiles, man. They look damn nice, you know what I'm saying? Damn nice. And hopefully, right? There's gonna be voices in the future. In other words, auditions, casting calls. Excuse me for this.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And by the way, the creator is it's Aster, right? Aster with the star mark, and also she is called yanbit tiny game dev, I believe, or development. So yeah, bros, if you want to play this game, right, please check the link in the description down below, and also follow Aster at Kawaii-sama. Okay, I got it. So with that KHO, so Kawaii-sama on Twitter for more information. And you know what? Let's get into it. I really want to play this. So, all right. Just to let you bros know, the introduction is hella nice. So hold on, this might take a while for me to load the game. So yeah. By the way, I have a good feeling about this, you know.
Oh hell yeah, bro! Like I really love the titles the title screen. Like, oh my god, that is beautiful. The art style in general is already appealing to me. Look at that line work. It is so clean.
Yes. And the music too, man. Oh my god. Click to start. See? The UI interface is so good too. My god. So, wait. I wonder what these are. Backgrounds? You know what I'm talking about? These four pillars or whatever that has.
All those four options. I think those are like different parts of the story. Because I clicked on the leftmost one and it took me to the prologue.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna click that right now. Let's go. Yo.
Notice when it segues you to the prologue, it kind of has like a Full Metal Alchemist sort of like
Oh, dude,
commercial break vibe. Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh man, I love it though. Oh my god. All right. Let's go.
Alright.
Legend told many stories about the gods and the divine beyond our reaches. They who originated the lands, the sea, and the sky. They crafted an image of being greater than us, far beyond our reaches, and wield the power to move the very world itself. Far often the gods showed up in discretion, and vanished before anyone could confirm their existence. Stories of their appearance became nothing more than words of mouth. That wasn't the case for Heliath, the very man whose entire country's fate once depended on. Centuries ago, his blessing had healed the land of Corona. Wait, what? Healed the land of Corona. Okay.
Well, what?
I know.
Oh no! Wait.
But
To be fair,
uh-huh.
Entangled, the land was called Corona,
Yeah.
and that was before, Corona.
Yeah, true. Damn.
I mean, wait. We don't know when this game was being developed, so this might just be coincidence.
Yes. Very coincidence. Oh my god. If this person knew right before Corona happened, man. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Just say.
Hang on. Let me check when this.
I mean,
how long has this game been in production?
I mean, it releases the beginning of May or end of April, I believe. So it must be way longer, I think. Hopefully.
Let's not dig into it. Let's
Yeah.
not. Because let's be real here. These kinds of games do take a long while.
Yes, it does.
So, and to be fair, Corona sounds like the usual, fantasy world.
True. So, let's not think about our present days, and let's get into this.
Yeah, we
world.
play games to escape that.
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. All right, so
I'm gonna still look it up just in case to be like, oh wow, Corona is another name for Mexican beer.
yes, it is. It is.
Oh, so yeah, it's literally just. Huh. I've also noticed that Corona has been used for other fictional worlds before, so it's kind of like, it's pretty much the John Doe of settings.
Oh, interesting. In Spain, right? If I recall, a Spain culture, maybe. I don't know. I think so. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the story. So, excuse me. Where was? Oh, centuries ago, his blessing had healed the land of Corona from a devastating plague that almost wiped the kingdom.
Okay, that sounds way too on the nose. That part.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I guess it is the Corona we know, but hey, just think it's a different Corona. So, almost.
Dude, I'm sorry, but that felt way too on the nose. I'm just saying. Oh my god.
So yeah, Corona wiped the kingdom out of existence. Oh my god.
Wait, but the kingdom is named Corona.
Okay. The kingdom's name is Corona, but with a different disaster virus, whatever. Let's move on. The story surrounding his guiding hand doesn't end there,
God, yeah.
for he traveled far and wide afterwards, bestowing his teaching upon the people and saving lives from Perlis? Is that how you pronounce that? Perils? The last word? Belle? You there? Hey, Hero?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, bro. It's like the audio. Your audio's kind of cutting out here and there.
Oh, really? Hold on. Hold on. How about, is now better or like still no?
I think it's better.
Oh, okay, my bad. So, okay, the story's is the last. Do you know the last word? Perels? Perels? Am I still cutting out? Hold on. Oh, wow, I am. Hold on 1 second, Brez. Oh, okay. Brez, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. BRB, hold on.
All right.
I am going to restart Discord real quick, and hopefully that works, because sometimes internet sucks in Japan. Goddamn, of all the countries, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright, I'm sorry guys, another maintenance. Might be, sorry. I have 4 hands now, oh my god, but hey, ignore that. Alright, come on Discord, you got this. My god, the music is beautiful. Jesus. Man. I like the logo too. My lord. Wait, what is that? No, what? Oh, I could click on it, I guess? Huh. But I'll wait until my Discord is loaded. So, come on, Discord. You can do better. Come on. Come on. Alright. Come on, Discord. Come on. Testing 1, 2, testing. All good?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So hopefully it fixed. Hopefully. So let's get to it, yeah?
All right.
Alright, so again, do you know the last word in this sentence? Is it Perils? P-E-R-I-L-S?
Wait, spell that again.
P-E-R-I-L-S?
Perils.
Perils. Okay. Thank you, bro. Thank
You
you.
know, like danger and stuff.
Yeah. Alright. Where was... Okay. Where Heliath went, the land prospered. Eventually, a region was formed under his name, the Church of Heliath, god of health, medicine, and fertility. Even long after he vanished from the mortal world, his effect remained. There were whispers about his reappearance among the people, but they were sparse and too unreliable, until 2 decades ago, when the romance of Duke Matthias and the High Priestess Anastasia came to fruition. Thank you. Fruition. The kingdom rejoiced in the beauty, matrimony between 2 beloved figures. I feel like the girl's not happy for some reason. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, this is kind of the timeline where most relationships are kind of
Yeah, I feel you, man. Especially like Japan right now, the divorce rate is hella high right now.
Oh God!
I know, because a lot of people are spending way too much time with each other. I guess parents.
And then you realize that you hate that.
Yeah.
You put a
Oh my lord. And I noticed like
imagine feeling like that back then, but without the ability to divorce.
Oh my god, imagine, Jesus Christ. And Oh yeah, for some reason, right? Teen pregnancy rate is increasing in Japan, and I'm like, what? Like, for me, I was like, I'm kind of happy because Japan's getting some population and the teens are getting in.
I would
you know what I'm saying? But
say, I mean, on one hand, population growth, but on the other hand, you're risking the adult life of
Yes.
every teenager getting pregnant.
yes, so I'm like, I can't really feel good or bad about this. So
I
yeah.
don't know. That's kind of.
Yeah. I mean, hey. Hopefully everything. Teens, I don't mind you doing your thing. All I'm saying is, just be safe.
I just hope.
All right.
I just hope that you're doing it because you want to have a child, not because you're being forced into a relationship or something like that.
Yes, or
Yeah,
maybe
actually
you love
fire.
someone and you're okay with it, then it's fine, So
But make sure like both parties consent to it. Like,
yes.
I don't want to be hearing about like some teen girl who got pregnant but didn't tell the father.
That's not good. No, that's bad.
Or worse, or equally as bad, if not worse, the dude doesn't wear protection and then he ends up getting her pregnant. Or it's like, oh my god, remember like how
Huh?
contraceptives have kind of been like selling out lately?
Yes, a lot.
What if that might be playing a hand in this whole thing?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ah.
Imagine like, all these teens getting pregnant because everyone's just buying out all the protection.
Jesus. Hopefully, hopefully anyone's doing this, teens out there who's even watching my vids or the stream, or our stream, excuse me, just, take care of yourself. Check yourself before you do it, you know what I'm saying? Before you hurt yourself.
But Tony, bro, the next part that you're gonna be reading, it kind of ties into the pregnancy thing.
Say what? Okay, hold up.
Uh,
However, the happiness didn't last long for tragedies came crashing down upon the family. Holy shit.
it gets worse.
After experiencing a crucifying miscarriage, oh shit, miscarriage? Anastasia watched her husband hiring doctors and healers from near and far to aid their current alignment. Yet, despite his many efforts, none of those methods quite worked as she went through a childbirth that had been taking her life if it was not for timely intervention. The tragedies wouldn't end there, as their first child didn't last for 3 days before he drew his last breath.
Jesus Christ. Oh man, this was like back in that era.
Damn. To drown her sorrows, the high priestess spent much of her days with the confinement of the grand church, asking for Heliath's guidance and blessing. She spent days, then nights on the ground of the church, even long after others have retired for the days. She prayed and prayed for her God to hear her wishes. Numerous amount of magic and medicine have gone into helping her and her husband. None of them quite helped. If anything, they had sunk the family into further agony. Through many days, as her bones grew weary and tired, her husband forbade her from going to the church as it was taking a toll on her health. And when
You think that's taking a toll on her health? Not like the multiple failed pregnancies going on?
oh my
Do you
god.
Do you think that's the main reason why a lot of girls back in the day, like, they were dying before they were 30?
Probably.
I feel like that might have been the biggest cause.
Especially for ladies, yes. For men, I believe it's more about like back in the day, men like lived till like 40s or 60s, right? Not even 60, like 40 or 50. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, they didn't really have to do anything in the pregnancy.
Well,
All they did
true.
was just get girls pregnant.
oh god, okay. All I'm saying
I
is,
feel bad. I feel so bad.
yeah, goddamn.
Girls are screws then, my god.
And when she collapsed one day, she knew that there was no other choice than to listen to him. However, her prayers didn't go unheard. It was on the night that she fainted. A man showed up with queenly walls of her bedroom. From her bedroom, her? He introduced himself as none other than their god, Heliath, the one whose ears she had been trying to reach all this time. As the god offered her a deal, Anastasia knew there was no better opportunity than this, and she agreed with a little hesitation, because the blessing of her god came with a cost. You sure that's a god? Could be a demon. The details of what transpired that night was unclear, but the result was clear. His magic was bestowed upon her and resulted in the birth of her second child, Leone. Oh shit!
So we got ourselves a miracle. We got ourselves a Jesus baby over here.
With a side effect probably, because I don't believe this goddamn.
All right, this is some sus stuff going on. What is this, Silent Hill?
I know. Goddamn. It was then that the details of Heliath's offer came to light. She who was born with his gift will become his messenger, his messiah, and the leader of his people. And
oh my god, when we were saying Jesus baby, we were kidding.
And through her, he will once again pass on guidance and send his blessing to the common folks. As her fate was decided for her long before her birth, Leone grew up under the eyes of the church and was prepared to become the grand oracle since her childhood. There was not a day when she didn't feel the weight of her duty on her shoulder, but in return, she received the admiration and the reverence from those around her. That was the life which was chosen for her, the life she will live for as long as breath draws her lungs. So, no romance when she's a messiah? Is that what it is?
Virgin till marriage.
Virgin till marriage, chapter 1. Oh, crap. How do you go back? Do you know?
Oh, man, I was trying for a while, but let's just say I don't think there is a way of going.
Okay, I skipped the first one, so the prayers, went on in silence, but they rang loudly.
Basically, she said, "Blessed be the Father."
Oh, blessed be the Father. The prayers went on in silence, but they rang loudly in her mind. No more.
The players?
The prayers, not the players.
Yeah, so it's like we're kind of going off loudly in her head, and she thinks that's God.
Oh, that'd be hilarious, man.
Oh my god.
No more whispering for blessing on her family, but the desperate pleas for her God to answer. Oh my god, I can't read today. Yet, no matter how much she pleaded, no one answered. It was as she feared. Her God had gone silent once more. This time, his absence went on far too long for her to not become restless. Outside of the throne room where she resided in, the quiet tapping of footsteps echoed across the hall, louder and louder by the seconds. And then, they came to a stop in front of the door. Following, it was the swift turn of the doorknob, and the regal door moved to reveal the form of a man in his late teen. His icy blue eyes turning soft when they landed on her praying form. Under the radiant sunlight, her hair shined a brilliant gold, the same shade as his if he out to stand next to her. Yeah, she dressed in finery, fabrics tailored by the best craftsmen in their country. Beautiful, but not too outlandish that it'd be obnoxious in a common people's eye. I mean, it looks fine. What you talking about? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think like the unity with her uniform really just like it really adds a little sort of godly flavor to it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the artwork is gorgeous.
I know, like the background too. I think this is like original background. I don't know. I haven't seen this background.
I hope
so
it is, 'cause
yeah,
these look fine.
Yeah. Oh my god. I think it's original. I don't know. Hopefully, yeah. Every gorgeous roses have their thorns.
I don't think that was structured correctly, but
I mean,
every gorgeous rose has its thorns.
yeah.
But I don't know if it's like every roses have their.
I mean, it's pre-alpha, bro. It's pre. Excuse me. It's a demo pre-alpha.
I think they'll fix it later.
Yeah.
It just didn't sound right hearing it out loud.
Every roses has their thorns. Perhaps hers would be the constant serious expression she always had. Her moments of peace was far too few to count on 2 hands, and he was about to disturb one of them.
I figured I would find you here.
Uh-huh.
Were you praying again?
Leone turned around and faced him. Her expression was carefully calm.
A redundant question.
Oh wait, that's her. Sorry. She was just opened her eyes. Okay.
I love her eyes, by the way. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Like those are not godly.
I mean, I love amber eyes, man. Oh my god.
They look cool, but like I don't think Jesus blessed those eyes. Yo, what?
A redundant question, isn't it?
You aren't wrong. Figured the Oracle must be communicating with her. Our God all the time, after all.
Actually...
Oh God, what a dick. He said our God all the time.
Oh, okay, we have a non-believer over here.
Actually... Should she tell him their God had gone silent? It was a strange sensation to have, hearing this quietness inside her mind. Nothing but her own thoughts. It was isolating. Then again, it wasn't the first time Heliath stayed silent. It was that he was never quiet for this long. She'd say this was discomforting, but it was far from unfamiliar.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be hard. Okay.
Here's the thing. Is it worth telling him? That's the question.
I don't think so, because if we do, he's just gonna be using this against us. Like, I feel like it.
Okay, here's the deal. I don't know what, like, position he is in a relationship between Leone, you know what I'm saying? Like, is he, like, if it was, like, a childhood friend, you know, then I probably would tell him, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he could just be a normal dick childhood friend, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right, like, at least you could trust him.
Yeah. But if he's just a prince, right, or whatever he is, right? What is he? I forgot.
I don't know either. Like, he's just some douche nozzle.
Douche. You know, let's save. Quick save. All right. Oh my god, I like these features, man. Oh my god, when you save and such. Oh my, the UI is so good. It fits so well. So let's keep quiet. Huh?
Right. Let's just keep our mouths shut.
Yeah, keep quiet. It's nothing. I feel a bit under weather, that's all. Her young brother frowned his shoulder.
Oh, that's her brother?
Oh. You know what? Let's load.
I still wouldn't trust him, though.
Really? Okay.
I don't know. He really screams bitter child.
Okay.
You know, because his big sis is the voice of God. I think he'd probably expose her.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, sometimes, like, you know, just because you're related to him, that doesn't automatically mean he has your best interest at hand.
I mean, but brothers could be dicks to, you know, each other, to, you know, siblings, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but you can tell from the way he just entered the room and started this conversation, he doesn't believe her.
I mean, oh god, let's see.
You have been ill a lot more often lately.
I know. I think it's because of the recent spread of the flu, but it's nothing I can handle.
Even if you're our Grand Oracle, you shouldn't push yourself past your limit.
Ah, okay, so he is concerned. All right.
I'm not saying this as concerned follower of Heliath, but as your brother.
Okay, there you go. So that's enough reassurance.
I don't want to face another situation where you collapsed during one of the ceremonies again.
She sighed. There was no fighting him once he was set on something. Her health most of all. I understand.
But you won't keep that in mind, at the very least?
I'll keep that in mind too. You don't have to worry about me. I can take care of myself, no damn.
Everyone knows how capable you are, but that doesn't mean you don't need to rest. Take some time away from duty after the festivities, alright? And talk about festivities. His Highness asked me to come and fetch you. We need to go. It's almost time for the parade.
For someone so aptly maneuver around the court, you have slipped up more than once today.
Hush. There isn't much point to keep to the formality without others around us.
But where we are, there are always chances of being overheard. At this very moment, even. Oh, so thank God
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it's like, oh yeah, we made the right choice now.
Yeah.
Yo, like, you don't know some, oh my God, some eavesdropping creep who's just like behind the corner.
Yeah, and because of that, there's gonna be some gossip, you know what I'm saying, around the town and shit.
Oh my God, it's like, she's a fraud. She can't hear the voices of God anymore. Oh my God. What a monster.
Do you hear that
my
bitch
God.
was lying? Oh my God.
I bet he listens to Satan 24/7.
Oh my God. I bet she's sucking Satan's dick. Oh my God.
What a demon girl. Oh, I hate her. I always hated her.
Oh my God.
And then that's how you just expose all your fake friends.
I know.
Oh my God. At least I won't have to worry about how you'll navigate the court once Davith gets crowned and you become queen. Not that I have to worry to begin with. You wouldn't let any harm come your way.
And you wouldn't either, Mr. Future Royal Advisor. But it's still Sir Court Mage these days, isn't it? Despite his scoff, his laughter is light and soft.
It's Sir Archmage. Thank you very much. Even without said title, I'm still a count, Miss Marquis.
Ooh.
Although, one of these days, I would have to call you Madam Queen, wouldn't I?
Is this how you speak to your superior, little boy?
I'm really loving how they're talking. It's
Yeah.
really, it does feel naturally like a sibling relationship.
Yeah.
Well, oh, there's David. Oh my God.
Believe me when I say he speaks far more freely when there are only the two of us.
Your Highness.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Your Highness. We were caught up in a conversation and forgot the time passing. Worry not, it's a simple mistake. However, our dear Grand Oracle... I'm getting some fake vibes from this dude. Call it a hunch. Like, maybe he would have been the guy eavesdropping on us.
I mean, I bet he did. But hey,
Oh yeah, he really did.
while he nodded in acknowledgement at Keldon with his regality attached, Davith's gaze turned tender when it set upon Leone.
Dearest Leone, you should know this is the 68th time I have insisted you to call me Davith. Oh, your count. How hilarious he keeps count.
Davith threw a glance at Keldon, way that immediately made him straighten up and zipping up his lips shut tight.
Basically, he just like, he caught him on it, what he was just saying. It's
Yeah.
like, speak up, I can hear you, bitch.
Oh, and for this, that.
Oh shit, that is
yeah.
Leone. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. I do hate that the name on the text,
Name on the text boxes, like, don't correlate, like, don't align themselves on the side of the person who's talking. That's
Oh,
what
I
trips
see.
me up, though. Like, because I always think to myself, like, you think that Leone, her name would be on the right side, you know, just to kind of like make sure like we know it's her talking.
Yeah. I mean, or maybe like color difference could help. Maybe.
Oh
Maybe.
yeah, usually visual novels do that.
I mean, but sometimes they don't because they're kind of distracting, maybe for some people. So I don't know. I mean, maybe there's better ways. Just say.
I don't know. That is, maybe I'm just nitpicking.
Yeah, because I don't want to change too. I don't want them to change too much. You know what I'm saying? So because I love how it is. So.
Oh yeah.
And for the 68th time, you know what I'm saying? I must refuse, Your Highness. It would not be proper for me to address you by your name until we are to be, wedded, as in putting a ring on my finger. Hello?
Oh my god. Honorific versus name. What the hell?
Even then, it should only be kept in private only, not in the company of others.
Jesus Christ. Like these... God, the standards of the real world. It's terrible.
Kelvin huffed. President, company not included. Or present? Excuse me.
Present company not included.
Yeah, might be.
Well, needless to say, there's another reason I cannot wait for our wedding. Should be any day now after the festivities ended. Which reminds me, we need to depart.
The prince extended his hand out to her with a really genial smile playing on his lips.
Shall we? Oh, who is this guy over here?
I guess I'll go.
This is absurd.
You can go.
Oh, you know what? You might fit like this dude Caspian.
Really? Caspian? Where? Oh.
He's the chill dude on the left.
Oh, saying it a 10th time wouldn't change the fact we are doing this.
It must be known.
Well, if you insisted on your displeasure in being known, then I'll also voice my stand on this. I'm not changing my mind. I'm Caspian, right? Yeah. I'm not changing my mind.
Oh man, look at that the angry mark on his face. If it isn't for how misplaced it is, then I would have commended you for your amazing determination regarding our current situation.
Why, thank you. My qualities are few, but I will accept compliments where I can.
Don't be so proud. It doesn't change the fact this whole situation is utterly ridiculous.
It's not a completely impossible task. You needn't look so grim. Never mind that. I know that you'll say. Or what you'll say, excuse me. When Yao's wearily sighed, slouched his entire body. However, he followed without another word of protest when Caspian went on the move.
If we ended up getting skewered by the royal guards, I'm blaming you.
Sure, yeah, but leave that conversation for afterlife. Now, let's go. We have an oracle to abduct.
Oh God.
Alright, you can take Axel.
Is that a kid? Look how high big are the stouts! Oh, no!
Oh!
They have so many strange goods here. Look! What is this? The tall snow leopardy boy reaches to snatch up a oyster-shaped ornament from a nearby stall, but Prince slapped his before he could.
Stop poking at everything.
Hold on 1 second, if that's cool, Leo.
Sure thing.
Wait, no. Hold on. Let me save real quick. Let me go to main menu, right? And I need to, hold on, I need to change the options. I kind of wish they put the options in-game so I could change the sound, like, quickly.
Yeah, I had to change the sound, like, before I started the game.
I mean, I did too, but, like, it got louder, so.
Yikes.
Wait, no, that's the thing. Around there, alright.
Look at this furry nation.
Furry
Got the bunny
nation.
boy, the kitty boy.
Hold on 1 second. Load.
We got a Neko and an Usagi.
Oh my god, hold up. Okay. But, is it lice? Is that how you pronounce that, right?
I think so. Lice. Like
But
Lyserg.
Oh, okay. But lice?
Or Lysander, maybe.
The boy whined. The boy. Oh my god! For some reason, it's so hard for me to read this font. So hold on.
You know what? I might as well. You know, if you want, I can just like, we can just like tag. We can just tag in, and then I can just read some of the narration.
Okay, sure, yeah.
The boy whined in the same way a child would say, "But Dad!" At the shorter hair standing next to him, unfazed by the permanent frown on his face.
Ooh.
Oh, so it is Lysander. We are not here to shop. Don't mess around.
What's the point of going to the big city, especially in the middle of the festival, if you aren't going to have a little bit of fun, yeah?
As I was saying, we're here because I have business to attend to. And you won't stop nagging me to take you with me. It's bad enough that we left Elise alone to look after the inn. I also have to babysit you now.
I'm an adult, okay?
Then act like one. Now less talking, more walking. Come on, we'll be late. As they ascended down to the palace ground. Ooh, I like the yard over here.
Yeah.
I can tell it's a little unfinished, but
Again,
I mean,
it's alpha.
overall,
Yeah.
but overall, it looks really good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
As they ascended down to the palace ground, the three of them grew into a comfortable conversation until they were separated by duties. The crown prince must be out greeting the people, so he had to sit in an open carriage with other princes and princesses, while higher nobles like them trailed behind. Davith saw it as a necessary sacrifice if he wanted his people to love him when he coronated. Not that he minded it much, and they all knew being among the common folk was never a bother to him. For Leone, her situation was a bit more complicated. Even if Leone often met them and heard their grievance, she remained a holy and revered figure, and someone far out of their grasps. Not to mention, she wasn't on duty then. There was no obligation for her to face the people, and she'd not push herself until it was required of her. The carriage rolled out at the castle's vicinity and blended into the parade, streaming into town. Caledon remained quiet. Damn, I can't read either. Quiet, like he often did whenever he was thinking.
There will be matters we need to attend to after we return home.
I meant to look after you in our father's absence during this trip. It's my duty.
I know, but I'm not fragile, okay? I have handled my roles perfectly for this long.
We get it. You're a strong, independent honey who can totally take on everyone in the name of the Lord. God, we get it, Leone. Caledon looked at her with bewilderment in his eyes. If you passed out again, it'd be on my head. Don't you get that? Yeah, selfish much?
It's not any of your fault. It's God's fault. God.
Wow. Okay. Others won't care. And even if I didn't have to... Whoa. Out of nowhere, Caledon was interrupted by a violent shake of the carriage when it came to an abrupt end. They didn't have so much as a chance to understand what was going on before the screams and chaos began, spewing the world outside into carnage. What in the... Caledon grumbled, face taut with irritation from the collision the back of his head met with the wooden surface inside the carriage. Oh! Leone watched him in suspense. Suspension. God damn it! As they were blinded by whatever was going on out there. The two of them reached their own blinds to peek out of the window outside, only to see there was chaos and carnage going on outside. Without so much as a chance to comprehend the situation, the door was yanked open in front of her, revealing the sight of a blonde man and a grinning face.
Found you?
Oh, look at her eyes. Like, she's like, holy crap. Before she had so much as a chance to comprehend what was going on, a shrill noise came before white light blasted the consciousness out of her. And then it was nothing but darkness.
Wow.
30 minutes ago. Oh, okay, so we're seeing something from their perspective.
What's the situation? What's the situation with Miranda and the rest of the crew?
Caspian fidgeted where they hid. His nervousness stood out in stark contrast against his confident posture. Furrowed brows paired with an uneasy smile, it was plain for Vaniel to see that Caspian was getting cold feet. Such was not an unfamiliar sight, however. It was not a sight he saw often. They're in position, waiting to sail the moment we began our attack.
Alright, the rest will be in our hands now. What if your teleportation spell doesn't work?
Then sucks to be you, wouldn't it?
Right. Lucky you, breathing underwater and all that. Not all of us can be mermaids, you know. He's a mermaid? Okay. We'd be taking the oracle down with us if it failed.
For the last time, I'm not a... You know what? Never mind. You don't have to worry about that. You know, as long as there's a target and water surrounding, my spells can work. Okay, so he's a water mage.
Interesting. Alright. You know what to do, right?
Of course. Dispatching the Archmage might prove to be difficult, but I have the elements of surprise. We have enough homunculus to buy us time, but we need to be quick about it. The royal guards here are so much more alert during the festivities. What? Are you having second thoughts now?
No. Of course not.
Right.
It dawned upon me when I, came up with the plans that I might have to cross swords with them, you know?
Are you worried about losing?
No way. But I'm worried about my temper getting the better of mine and deterring us from our goals.
Don't have such little faith in yourself. We both know you're not that dumb.
I know. It's still a problem to worry about, though.
Ah, so he didn't deny being dumb.
Whoa. Okay.
Yo, I love this Vaniel guy. Oh my god. I love just doing his voice. It's fucking great.
Ignoring what Vaniel said, Caspian took a swift turn and marched towards the center of the city. Determination filled his gaze.
Let us go. The parade will begin anytime soon. Where's the contact of where's this contact of yours anyway? Huh?
Axel followed behind Lysander in a brisk pace, wondering half-heartedly how Lysander can be so fast for someone with legs shorter than Axel's. However, he didn't get to linger on that topic for long as they began to weave through the crowds in the festival, and he had to pay attention to following Lysander. He told me to wait until the parade ends to meet up.
So, can I?
No.
Oh.
The stalls won't continue to sell until it ends anyway, so don't even try your luck.
Dang it! If I knew this trip would be so boring, then I wouldn't have come.
Should have stayed home then. Axel puffed his cheeks and blew out air of frustration, but instead of sulking about the situation, he decided to make it better for himself by changing the topic.
Can you at least tell me about, what is this for? You've been dubious about it from the beginning.
Fine. I need to tie up some loose ends, and this man had the means to help me.
Loose ends? As in...
Exactly what you're thinking about. Somebody uncovered my past identity, and if they spread it, let's just say it won't be a pretty sight back home.
Lys, you shouldn't have cleaned your hands. If you know what I'm saying, would have cashed in more money for you than the tavern did anyway.
Lysander's sigh was so heavy that Axel thought his entire body slacked forward. You aren't the first to tell me that, but it's pointless now. I don't intend to return, and even if I did, I'm not good. I'm not good as I used to be.
Dude, he reminds me of the big boss from Metal Gear Solid, Snake. Yeah, for some reason.
Oh, damn.
For some reason, yeah. But Snake with bunny ear? Is that a bunny ear? I cannot even tell.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Bunny snake.
Funny.
The solid bunny.
Solid bunny. The eyes impairment sure doesn't help.
Yes, exactly. That. We should leave. Time is of the essence. Ooh, chapter 2.
Oh.
Damn, these chapters are kind of short, not gonna lie.
Oh, which means there's like a lot then, don't you think? Or maybe it's...
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Where the hell?
Look at his background. It's so good.
What's that green thing next to the mirror in the middle? You know what I'm talking
Ew,
about?
What is that?
Yeah,
Ugh.
right? I'm like...
What is that? Gross.
It looks like
I hope it's just a plant. 'Cause
Or-
that looks like an ugly ass plant.
or a moss, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what I was also thinking. Jesus Christ, the fuck.
By the way, I love
This would be like
the...
some magical plants.
I love the potion bottles. It looks nice, man. I love
Those
that,
definitely bring about like a lot of color to the room.
Yeah. Ooh, I love it. Oh, what a headache.
Even her thoughts were heavy in her head. Whatever knocked her out must have wanted to keep her down for as long as possible. Jesus!
Damn.
Jesus, what did they do to her? She'd not allow that. Not when staying down made her even more antsy when she found the ceiling above her too unfamiliar for her comfort. I know, right? Jesus. That wasn't counting the gentle swaying underneath her despite her currently laying down on a comfortable mattress. Okay, so she might be on a ship.
Yeah.
And she's about to go under the sea, if you catch my drift.
Oh?
Yeah, look at this. Like, here she is talking about how she can take care of herself, and then she got cold cocked.
Oh, dude.
That's sad. I do feel bad for her that she got kidnapped, but Jesus Christ, this does not
It was
convince
kind
her
of-
brother at all.
It was kind of called for, in my opinion. Kind of.
Oh God. And so she willed magic to course through her body. Oh, she's magic?
Okay.
You know what? That might explain why she's able to, talk to God.
Could
Okay,
be.
I'll be fair.
Energizing sparkles of light ran up the lengths of her arms and surrounded her head. Ooh. Within moments, the headache vanished and left her with another ailment, but it was one she could live with.
Where am I?
Wait, so did she basically just heal herself? Okay.
I guess, yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. I will be fair. If she has to get knocked out, at least she can heal herself.
You know, I think that's one skill I would get, bro. Like, of all the magic is healing myself, you know what I'm saying?
Oh hell yeah! It's like
Yeah.
if I can't have an attack spell, give me healing. No
I mean-
doubt. Like I don't.
I probably will choose heal as priority because if that could cure my headache or anything, man, fuck, I'll take
Dude,
it.
you know how many people would want that?
Yeah, shit.
Oh, but the bad news is like if you have the ability to heal people, you don't want people to just randomly know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo, you don't ever want to just like put yourself out there as the white mage. Because people will exploit that shit.
Unless you're living in our society right now, right? Then
Oh yeah.
like every nurse will be a white mage or oh man.
Yo, yeah, because actually, but that would just like, but then that just kind of like nerfs the entire point of
Studying magic, if you can just like go.
I
If you
mean,
can just do that without the education.
I
then
mean-
what's the point?
you need an education for magic, right? Don't you think?
Well, you how to use it, but it's like if you could just heal people with the wave of your hands, then it's like, and you can just become a doctor just by waving your hands.
That might be true. But hey, there could be like a different alignments that the patient got attached to. You know what I'm saying? Like type of
Okay.
poisons and shit.
Ooh, okay. Or, it could be just like Naruto, where they need like a certain ability or understanding of their abilities to kind of like extract poison. And so by doing that, they can just learn to Okay, so it's like physical wounds might be healed, but maybe toxins might be a whole other story.
Yeah, and can I just say, Naruto? In my opinion, Naruto's like healing thing, like in my opinion, just saying, kind of did not make sense at all. So, in my opinion.
Kind of didn't, because like, but I will be fair. It's one of those things that anyone, given the opportunity, can learn.
Yeah.
So I think that is actually a cool thing in that world.
Oh man.
All right. She asked through whispered breath before leaning towards the window at her side and peered out. There was nothing but darkness stretching beyond outside, but she could see the vague impression of the surface under the limited source of light.
It's dark out there, but I can see the sea. I'm on a ship.
Yep, called it. Oh man, look at her just looking away.
Yeah.
Leone sighed. Despite the strange predicament she was put into, she didn't feel any immediate distress.
Not when the room she woke up in was far too nice to raise any alarms. Oh, priorities, Leone.
Ooh. I guess I'm not in danger for now, but that wouldn't explain how I ended here.
I mean, connect 2 and 2 together, even if it might not be the case, still.
Eventually, memories came back to her with the images of the parade falling into chaos.
Okay, so yeah, it's like she forgot. She forgot it briefly.
Yeah.
Now she's just remembering. All right, never mind.
Eventually, memories came back with her with the images of the parade falling into chaos shortly before a tall man with blonde hair burst her door open. Hey, princess!
That man? Did he kidnap me? What happened at the parade? He must have. Was the fight set up for my abduction? There's no use sitting around and speculating. I should make a move or talk to God, Heliath.
As she got off her bed, her head stung with a pain that weighed her down. Oh, never mind. Lame ass healing powers.
She couldn't pinpoint down where was the source of the problem, but it was the least of her worries with everything going on.
Oh, so it might have been like a physical wound, but the pain was still there.
I see.
That sucks, but I do understand. Like, it's like, that's a horrible thing to have for a superpower. Like, what's the point of being able to heal if it doesn't, like, you know, take the pain away?
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true.
It's kind of like stopping time and then you're also slowed down. It's like, isn't the point so that you get the advantage, not the other way around?
I know.
What? God, superpowers with hindrances like that, yo. Don't promote trash. Anyways, Leo walked cautiously towards the door, as if someone would burst in at this very moment. To her surprise, someone did. Ooh, I like his casual outfit.
Yeah, his hair's nice too. Damn.
Dude, I love this guy's art. The two of them stared at each other. God, have you ever just like look at the word stared and then you thought started?
Yeah.
I hate that. The two of them stared at each other for what would be an eternity before the man broke the tension with a smile. I'm glad to see you're awake, Your Eminence. Is that how you introduce someone you just kidnapped?
Who are you?
My name is Vaniel. It is a blessing to meet you. I'm heartened to see that the damage of my spells wasn't too straining on you.
You used a spell to knock her out, you monster?
You were the one who knocked me out?
Well, at least he didn't use a blunt object. That could have been worse.
Is
Yes.
it? Or
You know what? Maybe. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Maybe the spell. Maybe because it's a spell, residual pain was still there.
yeah, that's how I feel too.
Because if it was just a physical wound, she could just heal that. And it's like, I don't feel it anymore because it was just physical.
Oh man.
Yes, I attacked from the back and took your brother out first. Damn. So I'm afraid this is the first time you have seen of me. Yeah. God.
My brother? Where is he? Is he alright?
I'd assume he's safe and sound back at the palace, but that's ultimately an assumption. My priority at the time was helping with your capture. Everything else was secondary. As if seeing the distress on her face distressed him, Vaniel lowered his voice into a sympathetic whispering. But I did try my best to not cause too much damage. He'd take a bit longer to wake up than you, as he was at the forefront of the attack, but there won't be any lasting wounds. Despite its explanation, the relentlessness inside he couldn't quite be quelled. Instead, it showed up in the form of displeasure.
Why did you kidnap me? What do you want from me?
It's best that I'll explain him. I'll let him explain it. You should hear from the mastermind himself.
Is it your captain?
The mention of the title had Vaniel scratch his nose in distaste, but only for the slightest moment. Yes, him. I think he'd love to speak with you in person, too.
Where are you? Or what are you? Like...
Pirates.
Ah. Great.
You needn't worry, Your Eminence. Unlike your average pirates, we have morality. Some of us, at least. But we are the best crew in the 5 seas. You'd not lack for anything.
Except freedom.
Perhaps. What an asshole. But that wouldn't be too different from your usual, wouldn't it?
Jesus!
Oh shit.
Oh shit! I forgot. Now I'm the one reading. Okay.
Leone frowned at him, but said nothing. Not when he sounded so confident in his own words. Vaniel was unfazed by her show of intimidation. Instead, he smiled belligerently before handing her what he was holding in his arms.
Jesus, I am all over the place. I read belligerently properly, but the rest of those monosyllabic words were just like.
Please have a change of clothes. Then I'll take you up on the main deck.
The main deck. Damn it!
It has been 2 days since you passed out.
Jesus Christ!
Whoa.
Jesus, what is wrong with you, dude? Your spell knocks people out for days?
Yo, that's like nerve shock or something, man. Damn.
Yo, you put her in a coma, you bastard.
I know.
It has been 2 days since you passed out, and as much as I'd love to offer you a bubble bath, our water resource is limited until we reach the next port.
You are a water mage, and yet you're talking about how limited your water resources are, you bastard!
But we don't know what type of water that is, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. You know, if he was that kind of dickhead, he would just straight up, like, tell her, you can have a bath outside, like the rest of us.
Like the rest of us. Oh, my God.
I mean, yeah, I could just push you in there. But don't worry. If you can't swim, I won't let you drown.
Luckily, that won't be long. I do hope this is to your liking. I'll be waiting outside for you when you're ready. After he exited the room, she was left to her own device with a new dress in her arms.
Ooh, does this mean she gets a new design?
Ooh.
The fabric was soft and cool on her skin. They were made of silk and fabric far lighter than anything she had ever touched.
Well, maybe if she was wearing something like this, she wouldn't have been knocked out by a spell, by like residual magic.
They gave them a silk outfit, bro. Do you know how expensive silk was back then? Damn.
Pretty expensive. Damn, like one of the most expensive things.
For a moment, she thought against changing, for she'd not want to act subservient in front of her captors. However, one sniff at her clothing, she figured it would be for the best that she changed out of what she was wearing.
Yeah, like, it's best not to wear those musty ass garbs.
Blue isn't my color. Oh! Hey,
Wow!
you look nice. What the fuck? What?
Yo, she looks even cooler like that.
I know. What? Okay.
Dude, that's a lit design. I'm not gonna lie. Like her old one just screamed. Her old one screamed more subservience than this one.
Yo, and dude, like they're treating her really well. Like, first of all, right? There's a see-through silk like on her arms, right? That's one, and that's a full ass dress, man. And they gave him a hairpin too. What the fuck, man?
It looks like it's royalty too.
Wow, but royalty, but like, what? How do I say it? Like,
Rebellion.
yeah, that's the word.
Yo, like she looking cool, like a badass.
Like she about to
Yeah.
burn ships.
I know.
It never was. Bluefit Davith and Caladon, far better.
What are you talking about? She looks cool in blue.
Wow, but I mean, it could be her, self thoughts. So.
Oh well.
Even as a servant to Heliath, who was renowned for his cooler color schemes.
Wait, what?
Reno.
Wait. Hang on. Okay, never mind. Like, it's a demo, so all this can be changed in processing. Okay.
She always found herself drawn to warm colors.
I see.
Red especially was a sense of safety.
Okay, I get what she means. I do get what she means. Like, if,
Yeah.
Given a chance, it would. This actually would be a cooler outfit if it was red.
I wonder if they are okay. Huh. I hope they can find me.
As much as she wanted to dwell on her current situation, she knew that she was running on bot time. So instead of dallying, she opened the door and stepped outside into Vanyal's view and his gentle smile. You look far more wonderful than words can describe, Your Eminence.
Thank you, but can you stop calling me Your Eminence? Only the followers of the church does that.
What makes you think I don't follow Heliath?
oh yeah, there you go.
It's not about whether you follow or not. I'd frankly be weird if I was treated like the Grand Oracle by my own kidnappers.
But you are the Grand Oracle still, aren't you? Even without the church and the followers, your power and your link to Heliath is undeniable.
Is that what you capture me for? Why you capture me for? My power?
Oh no. What you captured me for? Okay, so that one actually is correct grammatically.
Really? What you What you capture
What
me
you
for?
captured me for? Like that's the reason you captured me.
Oh, okay. My power? My link to Heliath?
In parts, but I think you should hear it from Caspian. He'd be the one to tell you about what was going on in his head when he formulated this plan. I don't even know what he was thinking half the time. Please, follow me.
Oh, fine. But please, do use my name.
Very well, Lady Leone. As Leone ascended to the main deck, in front of her opened up an entire horizon of sea stretched far beyond her vision. Stars illuminated on the blanket of the night, giving faint light in the distance, where the ship's lights couldn't reach. There was other odd things too. For example, the treasures littered across the deck, put around carelessly, as if they didn't worry more than rocks on woods.
How pompous. And can I just say,
Pompous.
pompous, excuse me. You just leaving all these like treasures around without like, putting into safety. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Okay.
Oh man, she is in a huge predicament right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I skipped.
Oh, it says, she wondered how they were snatched by the members of the crew already. It was a strange sight to behold, at the very least.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
However, the one stood out most among those was a man towered above others, with his broad,
I think that's supposed to be broad shoulders.
and his
Yeah.
blonde hair, standing out despite the golden treasures surrounding him. The golden details of his fine clothes glimmered under the moonlight, giving him an ethereal light to his appearance. And as soon as he saw the two of them, his face light up.
Ooh, Caspian, let's get it.
I see that Oracle has woken up. What a beautiful sight she is. Can I just say?
The people around.
Sorry.
Yeah, go
I was
right
gonna
ahead.
say the sky is fucking lit, bro. And the reflection
For
of the
real.
sea. Yeah. Damn.
The people around him cheered, most of them at least. Some others kept to themselves with stoic silence. Others wanted her to be, watched her with careful eyes. Okay, I'm glad it said watch, not wanted her with her careful eyes. That
Oh,
would have
man.
been creepy, yo.
Oh,
Yo,
man.
that would have been messed up. The man, however, walked towards her in long strides, like he couldn't wait to face her. He didn't want to look overeager by running. He took one of her hands in a grandiose bow before pressing a soft kiss to the back of her palm.
My name is Caspin. It is entirely my pleasure to meet such a legendary beauty, such as yourself. Ah, I
Oh
see.
shit! Oh, this is basically you talking the entire time.
It's, I see. Yeah.
As he smiled up at her with that deadly charming smile of his, it was clear in her mind what she wanted from this man.
The pleasure is all yours, then.
Yo, look at her face.
I know.
Jeebus, girl.
That was the only warning she gave before her free hand struck across his face.
Ugh! That was for kidnapping me, first of all.
Her action had pulled the entire crew into silence that could only be described as tense. Upon looking up, Leone saw more than a few pairs of eyes gawking at her. Some with bewilderment, some with amusement, and in fewer, anger. Well, that's something that should happen more. Oh!
Wow.
Yo. Oh my god. This dude.
Vaniel said bemusedly, ignoring the offensed glare Caspian threw him when Leone pulled her hand back as if his touch was the most vile and repulsive thing ever.
I guess I deserve that.
Caspian sighed in a melodramatic fashion before turning his attention to Vaniel.
I told you to tell her this is a surprise vacation. God, you ruined everything. She wouldn't have reacted like this if you did.
She would have laughed at me. She would have laughed at me in the face and go for the kill when she saw you.
Oh my god.
Caspian threw her a look, searching for confirmation. She simply shrugged.
Yeah, he's right. Know what I'm saying?
I know, right? Oh, let's get it.
Oh my god. A bit deflated by her hostility against him, Caspian reached up to rub his cheek before mumbling.
That went as well as expected, I should say.
You don't say. Once again, Caspian ignored Vaniel's jab at him and turned back to Leone.
I reckon he wanted to talk. Let's go back to my cabin for some privacy, eh?
With that said and done, Caspian turned on his heels and headed towards where Leone came from a moment before. I'll be taking my leave then. You best follow him.
Right.
Shout if you need me.
Will do. I hope it won't come to that.
God, don't make it sound weird. That's so gross.
After giving her a smile that turned into a frown when it set upon Caspian's retreating form, Vaniel departed from the two of them and approached the crew. As soon as he reached them, the others surrounded him with what she thought to be questions that occupy him for some time. Not that she had much time or interest to think about it.
Come on. You wish to speak, didn't you?
Despite the glare she aimed at him, Leone followed him without a word of protest.
So
Damn, look at that dinner table, yo.
I know, man. So like, oh my god, so like shiny and shit, man. Bougie ass, like fucking. My god, my god.
That shit looking more fine than her.
Just a second.
Caspian poured himself a glass of rum before raising another at her, which promptly earned him an unimpressed frown.
Suit yourself.
He shrugged and took a sip from his own glass before turning back to face her with an infuriated amount of leisure.
First things first. I know who you are, but do you know who I am? Should I? Should I? See, that's where you are at the disadvantage. You don't know your enemy. You treat your enemy pretty well. I mean, look at all this bougie ass shit, man. Damn. I'm not afraid of you or... Oh, I'm afraid you are not my enemy, my dear Oracle. This is my playground you are standing on.
Oh my goodness. Leone's brow drew together in confusion.
What is your point? Believe me when I said this is only a bit personal. Now, do you know about the golden age of piracy? Piracy, excuse me. I have heard of it. It was within my duty that I must know of our history, but as far as it goes, everyone knew of it, as it was thanks to King Wallace that they were demolished. Then you must have heard of the king or the pirate king too. Of course. Yeah. At the central point of the entire event was the king himself, yeah? The monster who was King Wallace's arch rival, yeah? Slain by his own sword. Yes. It was because of him that pirates were ushered into the golden age of piracy. United the pirates into force of his own army, an anime called One Piece.
Oh my god.
Oh, isn't it? Isn't it, man? Oh my god.
It is. It is. Yo.
I love it. Oh my god.
Yo.
What are you trying to get from this?
I feel like even she saw through that bullshit.
I know.
Caspian laughed, but the sound was soft and breathy, and it died down when he took another sip of his rum.
Relax. We have all time in the world, at least in this moment. They said he was either the savior of the pirates or the tyrant that ended it all. You must have been taught that he was a ruthless monster who stopped at nothing to gain riches and power. I guess it didn't matter what you were told. Which version of history you have all depends on the winner. They probably never told you the ruthless monster actually had family and was forced to go back into piracy because King Wally plucked more than a few of his friends out of the existence. Why in the world are you giving me a history lesson right now? Because...
Despite her frustrated question, he only gave her a slow and deliberated smile of amusement.
when the Pirate King, Logan was his name by the way, died on the battlefield, his eldest son, Maximus, became the new Pirate King. However, he was slain less than 2 years later, leaving behind his ailing mother who soon passed away from grief, and 2 younger siblings, Ace and Luffy.
Oh my god! This is sounding like One Piece. Oh wait, no.
I mean, Penelope, his youngest sister, a darling she is.
Caspian stared at her dead in the eyes. The grin quirked his lip up. The grin quirked his lips up. Was devoid of humor. I'm sorry, I just did not know how to read that.
No, it's cool, it's cool. And Caspian, his younger brother, a deadbeat good-for-nothing scumbag, me was left to inherit his fleet and his title, as if he was any worth of either. Lord saves a pirate prince, eh? Mm-hmm. So what? Is this some revenge ploy of yourself or of me? What? Perhaps. Wouldn't it be funny if I used the crown prince's fiancé to lure him out and, took his life like his father's took mine? That would be awful pity, wouldn't it?
Jesus, bro.
The villa didn't do naught to me. My father foresaw his death, so before his passing, he entrusted my brother with the details of a secret island. The details are buried because they are passed down to me through my brother's hands, but if I managed to find it, whatever I found on that island would help me get what I wanted. Where exactly do I fit into this? Oh, I was getting into that. The island where this is said to be is the home of the god Heliath. My God, no one has seen him for years. Which is exactly where you come in. The god talks to you, asks him for his guidance, and if you won't, at least you'll be a hefty bargaining chip. You know what I'm saying? This is absurd. I cannot do this. It's blasphemy. I'm not giving you much of a choice here, my dear Oracle. Either that or your life. And if I'm being honest, I'm not picky. Either way, I'd accomplish one of my goals. No, you do not understand. Oh, enlighten me then. Heliath, Gods, let's never get another ship again, please. Gods!
Didn't you say that the last time, the time before that, and the time before that? You are awfully forgetful when it comes to negative experience.
It's not that I'm forgetful, okay? I'm just always looking at the bright side. Instead of worrying about the seasickness, I thought about getting to have fun and, try out new food at different places.
Yes, and then you unload said food into the ocean the moment nausea hits you.
Hey, you don't have to call me out on every single mistake I made, okay?
I don't do that often enough. Besides, if I don't do it, you wouldn't learn. You know that well.
Still.
Enough fooling around. Come on. We need to find an inn to stay for the night. We'll leave in the morning.
Fine. But man, what happened back at the festival? That was total bonkers. I haven't seen you fight in a while. Even if those weird monster thing didn't match your skill level, that was exhilarating to watch.
Weren't you in the middle of fighting yourself? Never mind. I'm glad you enjoy the show. Just keep in mind that it won't happen again unless out of necessity.
Does that mean?
Do not go stir up troubles.
Fine. Hold up.
Do-
Hold up. So, okay, the transition. Okay, that was interesting. Okay.
Oh my god, I am loving every minute of this game.
Yeah.
2 nights ago, the frown of Prince David's brow showed his current state of distress that has been constant since the day Leone was taken away from him. Between the pressure of the church is putting on him, the incessant rattling from the nobles, the prince hadn't had a moment to rest himself. However, he was not alone in this endeavor. You called for me? I see you are as restless as I am. Everyone have been on edge. Everyone has been on edge since her kidnapping. It being a product of the treacherous pirates did nothing to help. My apologies, Your Highness, but you shouldn't see this coming. At least your father should have. Did he really think apprehending an entire army of vengeful hoodlums with brute force would bode well in the long run? Your father might have stained their leader. Have slain.
Yeah.
I wonder why there's no ED at the end. Your father might have slain their leader, but that does not mean those who survived will not seek retribution, or use it as an excuse to fight for glory and riches. We've had more pirate sightings in recent weeks. No matter what amount of fleets we send out, new ones always rise up. There is no shortage of criminals. It's a matter of time before something ought to pour through the cracks. Damn it! The cracks of what we believe to be an impenetrable wall.
It's fault on my part for being able to protect her, and my failure as a future ruler to allow these breaches in our security. It's a mistake I won't allow myself to make. I trust that you understand. I have my hands tied. It'd be inconvenient for me to personally go search for her while my father's health is getting worse. So, I will have to leave it in your hands to lead it, but you won't do it alone. I understand you have met Sir Theolis. At the mention of his name, a tall man stepped out from the shadows behind Caledon. His silent approach took Caledon by surprise. However, it was his severe expression that stunned the mage most of all. Yes, we've been acquainted, but when Leone was... The rest of the story died at the tip of his tongue. There was no point in bringing back those bad memories when it might only bring up possible tension with his future companion. Good to see you again. Instead of giving him the same courtesy, the knight simply nodded curtly before resuming his stoic stance again. Sir Theolis is an esteemed royal knight. He had spent much of his duties assisting our ambassador with maintaining ambile foreign connections.
Yeah.
Okay. There'd be no better person to lead the search with you than him. His expertise in geography and swordsmanship has my vouching. Yes, I understand. Be an honor to work with you, Sir Theolis. Like before, nothing of his face changed. His stoicism annoyed Caledon somehow, as if he was completely foolproof, uncrackable. Okay, you want to take Theolis?
Likewise, my lord.
But that wasn't what disturbed him most about the man. There was something else. I had a ship waiting at the dock. It should depart with haste. Perhaps what you need and head... God, I am tired right now.
It's
I'm
cool.
Sorry.
It's cool, it's cool.
Okay. Prepare what you need and head towards the ship within the hour. We will do everything possible in our hands to assist with your search party. Bringing Leone back is of the most utmost importance. I said most utmost. I'll succeed, whatever it takes.
And that is the end of the alpha? Yes!
I believe so, yeah.
So that is the end of the alpha for Ephemeral Light Overture, I believe. Hold on. Yes? Wait, is it? Hold on one second. Let me do something real quick. Hold on one second, Briz. Oh, I see. So every what you call the columns you see right here is like different chapters, I believe. Or not, I shouldn't say chapter, but maybe
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like
it's like the prologue, chapter 1, chapter 2.
It's like section of the chapters, I should say. So we finished like chapter prologue to chapter 1, I believe. So yeah, that was the alpha. Briz out there. before we end, what you thought about this, Belle? What you thought?
I think this game is really interesting and it has a lot of potential to it.
Hell yeah. The only like sure there was like a grammatical errors and such, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you could that's like easily fixable. I think the problem we had is like like knowing the difference between which character is talking, right? I think we had a hard time on that, yeah?
At first, but then I got used to it. Like I
Yeah.
just started looking at the name, so I made it a habit. So
I
that's not a
see.
problem anymore.
Yeah.
that was just like a little nitpick at the
A
moment.
little nitpick, yeah. But overall, I think it's great, man. I mean, for me, for some reason, I had a hard time reading a font, but that's just me, I believe. So, Jesus, there's nothing because I believe the font fits well with the structure, actually the structure of the UIs and everything, right? Like the looks and all. But for some reason, I had a hard time reading. I don't know. It's just me. So, yeah, overall, I liked it, man. Even though it's still an alpha stage, yeah. By the way, I love the illustration. I love all the backgrounds, by the way. The background looks delicious as fuck. You know what I'm saying? When I say
The
delicious,
backgrounds, the character artwork, my god, it all looks so good.
I mean, I could like feel like the opening, what you call the logo or the title, right? It reminds me of like either Final Fantasy or like oh my god, what's that game? Fuck, what's that game? Wait, hold on. Oh my god. It reminds me of Final Fantasy and oh my god, I'm forgetting that game, the series. It's an RPG game. It depending on who lives, right, it decides the future of the characters and such. Oh
Fire
my.
Emblem?
Yes, thank you, Fire Emblem. Thank you, Belle. Thank you. It reminds me of Fire Emblem as well, or like any other like JRPG style. You know what I'm saying? So I really love it.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a JRPG, like Otome JRPG. It feels like, and I love it. I love the design overall, and the UI designs as well. It fits really well, the royalty and such too. So, and the character was nice, man. I love Belle's character though. Belle's character, you know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I love him. I like that guy. And was it Cadence? Or yeah, Cadence, right? He's yeah, he's just I shouldn't say just, but basically revenge, right? In this plot.
Mm-hmm. So either way, it's like he's not in the wrong. Like basically, your brother and your betrothed are pretty much like fighting to save you, and there's nothing wrong with that.
True, yeah, but like he's using that to take a revenge, right? By killing, you know, the MC's father. So I'm like,
Oh yeah, that is fair.
Yeah,
so,
I'm like,
yeah, you know, that guy. He's gonna be.
I mean, I
We
see,
still don't like him yet.
Yeah, for me, I'm like, I thought he's gonna be more like what's the word I'm looking for? Like more cheerful, like cheerful, chill character, right? But no, he's kind of like snooty, not snooty, but you know what I'm talking about, like not bougie, but like what's the word I'm looking for, man? He's too pampered, I believe. That's yeah. He's like
Spoiled rotten. That's
yeah,
for sure.
I feel like he's hella spoiled. So I'm not liking that character, just in my opinion. So, but I love his not subordinate, but his pal, I should say. Val. What? Oh god, what's his name again? Val. Do you remember?
Valve, I think.
Valve. Yeah, I like that character so much. So, and overall, it was nice, man. I don't know about the kingdom part though. The MC's like future husband was like, yeah, all right. Brother was cool though.
I mean, yeah, he's okay, but
Yeah, brother's
I don't
cool.
know.
So I'm really excited to which character she's able to go out with. You know what I'm saying? So probably, right, most likely the husband, right, for sure. Probably not the brother. I don't think that's gonna happen, Briz. So.
No.
Probably not the brother. Maybe the pirate captain, the captain pirate, maybe, and his one of his crew, and I believe so what's with the furries? Like I didn't get that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, then again, this world has magic in it, so I don't think it's impossible to really consider a world where furries exist in that kind of sense.
No, I didn't mind that part. I just didn't understand like what were they doing, you know? Like what was the point of them like in the capital, and how are they related to the story? Because
the main story, right?
Yeah, I feel like they were like the sub stories. When I was reading it, I'm like, okay, how would this relate it to? Because I thought they were gonna meet with the the MC later on, right? But apparently not. So I'm like, but still, it was interesting. I love the characters, man. Especially your character, Lice, yeah, Lysander or something, yeah.
Yeah, Lysander. Oh my god! Like,
yeah,
these characters are a lot of fun.
Yes, it is, man. Oh my god. So, bros out there, if you're interested, right? And sorry I can't talk today, Jesus Christ.
Hey, you're not the only one. Do you have any idea how many times I've flubbed my words in this one? Like, my God, I don't think I have ever just like went, God damn it,
like so many times in one playthrough.
I feel you. It's one of those days, man. It's one of those days. So, bros out there, right? If you're interested in this game, please check the link in the description down below, and also follow Aster at what was it? Kawaii-sama, KHOAISAMA on Twitter for more information. Again, the link is in the description down below. She also have a homepage and other stuff as well, right? So please, for more information, check the link in the description down below. I believe she is in her 20s, live in Vietnam, right? Hold on one second. Was it Vietnam? Yes, in Vietnam. So, bros out there, right? Oh, she's also offering like drawing. Never mind, not drawing. Excuse me, just like a game. So, again, if you're interested, right, please check the link in the description down below. And oh yeah, if you're like an Animal Crossing fan, right? She does that a lot apparently. So yeah, hit her up. You know what I'm saying? Hit her up. And the game. Please, again, check the link in the description down below for more information. Oh my god. I am excited for this, man, because I think it's heading towards the right way. Don't you think? Like, overall.
Definitely. Like, we don't know where the story is going to be going, but let's just say it already looks super interesting.
Yeah, because, I mean, I feel like it caught off. Yeah, it kind of like caught off ended, in a good place, I think, for a alpha. Not for a demo though. I feel like it should be a little more on a demo, in my opinion. Like for me, see, when it comes to ending a demo, right, it should be, I shouldn't say it should be, but I think it's fun to have a cliffhanger, you know, and be like,
absolutely,
and feel like, oh, what the fuck kind of deal, you know what I'm saying? So it makes you want to play the game at least. You know,
it's kind of like the last game we played.
Oh yes, yes it is. Jesus Christ. So again, bros out there, yeah, check the link in the description down for more information. All right, Bell, where can people find you?
Y'all can find me at Rusape VO on Twitter, and you can find me on my website, BelsheberRusapeJr.com.
No, okay. And if you're interested in me, right, you can find me on Tony Honorific on YouTube, Tony Honorific on Twitter. Tony Honorific on Twitter, Tony Honorific on YouTube, and also in the Unreal broadcast tomorrow at 8 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And if you're interested in Tonyko, please check her out at Tonyko_VTube. This girl right here, my female persona. Yay, peace sign. And bros out there, again, thank you very much for today, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Later, bros!
Take care, bros!